Yeah,
Hello, good evening. We'll wait for a couple of people to
sure,
join
sir.
and then
Amoli,
we'll start.
good evening.
From people from other also are joining. I think Bharat sir, your voice is a little bit low. Can you increase the volume up?
Welcome, Gaurav. Hello, Gaurav.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, yeah. Hello, hello. Hello,
Hello,
Amoli
sir.
madam.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, good
Good
evening.
evening.
another couple of 4 minutes, we'll start. So, good evening to everyone once again, and thanks for joining today's session of Amateur Astronomers Association, which is actually AstroTalk 37. And today's topic is Watch the Skies Near Earth Objects. Our guest speaker is Ma'am Amoli Kakkar. She is actually a renowned amateur astronomer from Rajasthan, and she also does astronomy, educator, avid astrophotographer, eclipse chaser, a solar observer, as well as a NASA certified citizen scientist. She has detected a couple of asteroids, and she's been working in this field for quite a time. So if I talk about asteroids, they are nothing but they are rocky objects floating in space, and some of them are called nearly Earth objects, which pass very close to our planet. While most of them are harmless, however, few can be really dangerous to us. So let's learn from this session how scientists around the world track those space rocks and how the tools like Astrometrica help detect and study them using real telescope images. Though the understanding asteroid isn't just about science, but it's more about safety, discovery, and preparing humanity for the future. Okay. So I welcome Ms. Amoli Kakkar for today's session, for this session. And prior to that, I would like a small news, a great news in this field. Basically, Professor Bandari has been awarded award from the Meteorological Society. So I would like Mr. Gopalan Srinivasan sir to give an introduction about him and about the award what he has got, and then we talk. Uh, Over to you, Gopalan sir.
Thank you, Sutarji. Um, Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Uh, I'm so delighted to share the news about the fact that Professor Narendra Bhandari, whom we all know very well, is the winner of the 2026 Service Award of the Meteorological Society. And this award will be presented to him during the award ceremony in 2026 in the Frankfurt meeting of the Meteorological Society to be held next year in August. I am Gopalan Srinivasan. I also do some meteorite work. I have published a few papers, and as a founder member of the Center for Space Sciences and Earth Habitability, I had the honor and privilege of nominating Bhandari sir for this award. And this was seconded by Dr. Anil Shukla from Physical Research Laboratory. And I'm so happy and delighted that he has been awarded. Now, just a few words about the service award. Unlike other awards that are given by the society, the Leonard Medal and the Near Prize and other prizes that are given, I'm not going to give an exhaustive list, which are given for essentially scientific research into the field of meteorites, which helps us to understand about solar system, planet formation, etc. The service award is essentially for, I will read out as I explained, is essentially for work that is not related to the direct scientific research, but it is related to promoting the field of meteorites through either public lectures, books, location and identification and characterization of meteorites by involving citizens. And this is exactly what Bhandari Saab has done for the last several decades. He has been able to involve citizens in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and several other parts over here in northwestern India, and engage with the rural folk, students, college teachers, college students, and the general public. Essentially, he has been able to communicate with them through a social network of interested journalists and others to sort of come together, so that whenever there is a meteorite fall, he has been able to communicate with them and help to locate these meteorites. But I want you to imagine one thing, that he did this at a time when he's continuing to do it, but he started it at a time when there was no social media actually. There was no YouTube where photographs could be posted. There was no cell phone. In fact, most people in India did not even have a telephone, actually. So that was the real challenge. But it also shows that, he could communicate with people in a very unassuming manner, such that even the most rustic and unlettered person had the confidence to communicate, not be afraid that if I make a mistake in identifying whether it's a meteorite or just an ordinary stone, not feeling embarrassed about those things. They communicated. Of course, there will always be situations when some stones would not be really meteorites. Notwithstanding all that, Bhandari Saab helped to identify about 20 meteorites in all. Some of them are very valuable, like Piplia Kalan, Lohavat, um, and Devgaon, Dhanora, and many other meteorites. I don't want to give a exhaustive list today, but this he has done through his network of enthused citizens, bringing the science to the citizens. This is a first-class example from which all of us can learn, all of us can feel encouraged to engage. He has also written two books. One is about the moon. Let me just read out the title. It is called The Mysterious Moon and India's Chandrayaan-1 Mission. That is one book, which is written for general public. The other one is Falling Stones and Secrets of the Universe, which has been published in English, Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, and Kannada. This is one of the things that while many of us, confine our interactions to professional colleagues and peers, Dr. Bhandari has found it possible to communicate with the rustic and unlettered in an unassuming way. This has made him approachable. People from remote corners have shared and narrated their excitement of witnessing a fireball. And without this human bond, the many meteorite falls that have been identified and characterized would not have been possible. So I'll end this with concluding note with a humorous incident that happened sometime back in around 1988, when he had gone to Torino. I think he was visiting a colleague, and there was some uh, picnic kind of a situation, but they all heard that some meteorite has fallen. So Bandari Sahab and his friends, they all went around looking. It so happened to be adjacent to a hilariously a mental institution. So, but Bandari Sahab did not know Italian at that time. So, in his book, Falling Stones, he narrates this incident, and I found it so interesting that he was all by himself and he was looking for these stones. And some of the guards from the institution came and asked him, "What are you doing?" So, so he said, "I'm looking for stones which have come from the sky." And of course, the guards were taken aback, and they told him, "Yes, yes, yes, you have come to the right place." And they took him inside. And then, of course, it was a hilarious situation where his hosts had to come and explain to them that that is not the case. So, human life is very interesting. The journey is always very adventurous when you are ready to talk to everyone and communicate with everyone. So with that, I will conclude. Thank you, Mangesh Sutarji, for giving me this opportunity to explain the significance of this award. And over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was really great to know about Professor Bhandari. In fact, a couple of weeks back, you had a privilege to meet him in Mumbai as he was traveling to USA on the International Asteroid Day. So thank you very much, and we're looking forward for this ceremony of getting the award. Thank you very much. Over to you, Amoli ma'am. You can start off with your session now.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, and congratulations to Professor Bhandari once again from my side, sir. It's really wonderful to hear from you about Professor Bhandari. Yeah. So coming back to today's topic, the topic for the day is about the asteroids. We all know that asteroids are the rocky bodies, the leftover remnants from the solar system formation, which could not be converted into planets. So, when we talk about asteroids, what are they actually? They are the rocky material which is roaming around in the solar system, and it doesn't have an atmosphere. It doesn't have an atmosphere. See, sometimes what happens is kids and even adults get confused with asteroids and comets. So there is a slight difference in asteroids and comets. We'll talk about it later, but right now, if I focus our talk on why are asteroids important, why do we need to find them, and why do we need to learn about them? See, in our solar system, we have seen that moon being our natural satellite, being the Earth's natural satellite, we have seen number of craters on it. Now we know that by scientific studies that we have seen that moon has those craters due to
Sorry to interrupt you. Are you presenting anything?
No, sir, I am not presenting.
Okay. Now
I'm just talking.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting.
No, sir. Thank you. So the number of craters which we see on the moon are due to the impacts of the cosmic bodies on the surface of the moon. And those cosmic bodies could probably be the asteroids. Similar is the case with the Earth also. But in case of Earth, although the Earth has been hit by the asteroids earlier in the past, and maybe it will be hit again in the future also. So why aren't we able to find those craters so distinctively? Because the earth has an atmosphere and it is rotating, and the surface of the earth is changing every now and then. For example, if we live in a city and if there is an impact of a very small asteroid, a very small asteroid, that smallest crater would be hidden by any of the dust particle nearby, and it could be washed off by rainwater or the normal water. So coming back to the point, for any space object, if it has to pose any kind of threat to earth, it has to be traveling, I'm going a bit scientific now, it has to be traveling in an orbit around the sun, which crosses the earth. That means it must have an aphelion greater than 1 astronomical unit and a perihelion less than 1 astronomical unit. Okay. Now earth is said to be in middle of the path of many of the asteroids. Asteroids, they, as I told you, they have hit us before and they'll definitely hit us in the future also. Now, as far as these cosmic dangers are concerned, the hitting of the asteroid is the top priority for any organization which is looking towards the asteroid and trying to find them. So what are we actually doing to prevent earth to be hit by the asteroid? So there is a system called as the planetary defense system. Now, how does it work? The first and the foremost thing is that we first need to discover or find the asteroid which would be coming in the way of earth, which would be crossing the orbit of earth at any point of time, maybe in the near future. So we have to be well prepared. Now, if I have found an asteroid which could be a probable hazard to earth, the next thing which I would like to know about that asteroid is that how fast is it coming towards earth and how big is it, and exactly where is it going to hit, on which part. See, earth is quite big, so on which part of the earth will it hit? So these are the some things which we actually need to know before planning anything. And I must tell you that that when any asteroid crosses the orbit of the earth, they have the earth's gravity can also deflect its way. So it is not necessary that whatever object we have found will definitely come and hit the earth. It could be a chance, but it is not always confirmed, right? So the most the best part of this is that we are now well equipped to find the probable asteroids by using different means of scientific tools such as Astrometrica, which will help us in finding the probable asteroids, and later on the scientists can take over and get to know how fast is it moving, what is the actual orbit, when is it likely to hit the earth. So if I may take you to the Astrometrica part, I'll just start presenting, sir. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Now, there is a site of NASA saying Planetary Defense NEO. NEO is Near Earth Objects. So when I scroll down at the site, I will find a citizen science project. That means a project which can be done by common man, which can be done by the people living all over the world. So the data is provided by the organization on which we analyze it and then report the data to them. So when I go into it, this is the main page on which we are working. This is the main, what we say, the organization, that is IASC, that is International Astronomical Search Collaboration. It works in collaboration with NASA to find the probable asteroids. So first we need to log in, and after logging in, we will go to the part called as campaigns. So many different campaigns are being run. Right now, none of the campaign is going on. So there is no campaign written here. Then, after logging in, we can click on the third icon, that is Astrometrica, and download Astrometrica setup. Remember, this Astrometrica will only work on Windows platform. It won't work on the iOS or the Mac platform. It will only work on the Windows platform. After downloading Astrometrica setup, we are all set to go into the world of finding asteroids. So this is the main screen of Astrometrica. Now, when I come to the main screen, here I need to check some things. Some basic settings need to be done. Okay, so the first thing is, if you are using Astrometrica for the very first time, you need to do the registration. The license and the key will be provided by IASC. Okay, then next is, if you see at the bottom right corner, over here it is written as ps1.cfg. If you are the first time user of Astrometrica, it will be mentioned as astrometrica.cfg. So you will need to change it to ps1.cfg. Now, what is ps1.cfg? PS1, PS stands for Pan-STARRS Telescope. IAC is receiving images of the night sky from Pan-STARRS telescope. There are two telescopes. One is Pan-STARRS 1 and the other is Pan-STARRS 2. Sometimes we as citizen scientists receive images from Pan-STARRS 1 and sometimes from Pan-STARRS 2. So how to make the changes from astrometrica.cfg to ps1.cfg? I go to this bluish green icon just below file saying as settings, and I click on it. I click on open. Over here, these 4 files would be present in front of me. I double click on settings and I click on ps1.cfg. I click on save and OK. Now my Astrometrica is ready to work upon. Okay, so now how will we analyze the data and what kind of data do we receive? We receive data in the form of images. Each image has, actually it is an image set. So each image set will have 4 images in itself. All those 4 images are to be analyzed one by one. And each image is taken of the same part of the sky by the Pan-STARRS telescope with a 1 hour difference. Like if I have clicked a photograph at say at 5 p.m. in the evening, then the next photograph will be taken at 6 p.m. So there is a 1 hour difference in each photograph. Why do we have that difference? Because If there is any probable asteroid moving in that part of the sky, it needs some time to travel from point A to point B and from point B to point C, then point C to point D. So to actually find a moving object, we need that time gap. So now what I'll do is I load my images which I have received from IASC. I'll just go to a particular set in which I can find good amount of objects. So these are the 4 images which I have received in set 203. I click on open. Now when I open, I see the images are coming in front of me. Basically, when you are a first time user, the images will be in this format. They will be having the dark background and white dots as stars in front of you. You can always toggle this so that whatever is comfortable to you, you can use that form. Okay, now if you see these images, can you see the light gray grid lines over here? These lines are always present in all the images. These are because of these are actually the joints of the mirror of that particular telescope. So these lines will always be present. And each image will have 16 squares. That means 4 rows and 4 columns. Now, the first step in analyzing the image is that we click on the 5th icon, the green icon called as astrometric data reduction, and the astrometric data reduction begins. Now, what is this? This helps the Astrometrica software to identify the part of the sky of which the image has been given and we are trying to analyze. So after the data reduction is done, this kind of a table comes in front of me. I need not do anything. I simply close it. And then the second step is I click on the known object overlay. Now, why is it necessary to do this step? Known object overlay. That means I am going to overlay the known objects. That means this image could have been analyzed by someone else earlier, not in this campaign, but in some previous campaign. So what I need to do is I will overlook those known objects. I will try to find the new objects. Okay. Now, when I have done the known object overlay, this kind of red markings will appear on the image. After this, so we have done 2 steps, data reduction and known object overlay. The third part is blinking. Now, why do I do the blinking part? As I had told you that every image has a time gap of 1 hour. So when I do the blinking, I will see the object moving. The images will shift. If you see carefully on the top corner of the image number is changing from 1 to 4. Okay. So to see the object actually moving in the image, I will need to do the process of blinking. I zoom in so that I am able to see my screen properly. I am able to identify the objects properly. Now, yeah. Okay. Now I stop blinking because I have found a known object. I just scroll down. If you see in the first square over here, can you see this object? I'll go back. This is the object. The red square is over here, but the object moving is this one. If you see it carefully, I'll move it step by step. This is in the second image, the third and the fourth. So what I see is that the object is not exactly present in the square, the red square, whereas it should have been. Why is it not present in the square? Because the object has changed its position. Okay. So what I do is now, because this object was already found by someone else. Now what do? I just click on that object. See, I will need to register this object although it had been found by someone else, that I also saw this object. Okay, I'll click on this object. Over here, the object verification window will come. Now the most important thing to check is the SNR number, that is the signal to noise ratio. Here it is 3.9, which is very low. That is why the object is quite faint. And the graph, can you see the red line of the graph and the white dots aligned to it? So whenever the SNR is quite high, the dots will be perfectly aligned to the red line. And then I will see the value of G. The value of G will denote the magnitude or the brightness of that particular object. Now, because this object is a known object, what I do is I don't give it a name by myself. I want to give it the name it has already been given. I click on the three dots of the object designation, and now another window will come in front of me. Now, see, it is the same name, K19M12Y, and this is the magnitude, the brightness of the object. Now, over here, if you see the declination, the right extension and the declination of that object has changed. It is not perfectly 0. It is minus 0.3 and plus 0.1. That is why the object is not exactly in the red box. So I do not make any changes. I just click on OK. Now, when I click on OK, if you see carefully, the name K19M12Y has automatically come in the object designation, and I click on accept. When I click on accept, over here I see that the object has now a name, same name, but with a different color, that is in blue. It's perfectly fine because I am renaming the object with the same name. So I move to the next image and I do the same process again. I will repeat this step for all the 4 images for the single object. See, the main thing is that the object, if it's a new object, it should be visible in all the 4 images. If not 4, it should be visible in at least 3 images. Okay. And then in the last image, I am naming it. Now, after naming, when I show, when I click on blinking and when you see it, you will see that the object is renamed by the blue name and it is moving along. Can you see it? Yes? Okay. Now, if I try to find some more objects, there are more known objects, but I'll try to find a new object. The new object is in the 3rd row. Yeah. Okay. Now, in the square on the right side, can you see a black dot moving? Yes. So, this is a very good object. It's dark, it's moving in a straight line, and it's covering equal amount of distances in all the 4 images. So, now I am going to name it on my own. This is a new object. It is not accompanied by a red name. So, I'll just give it a new name. Now, if you see, the SNR number is 17.7. As I told you, if the SNR, the signal to noise ratio, is high, then the white dots will align properly on the red mark. And I will give it a name. Now, for giving it a name, there are conditions set by IASC. That means it has to be 3 alphabets in capital and 4 numbers. Now, for suppose 3 alphabets in capital and 4 numbers without any gap. I click on accept. Now, if you see carefully, the blue name SAC0000 has come along with that object. I will have to name it by the same name in all the 4 images. Why by the same name? Because it is the same object which is being traced by us in all the 4 images. See, if I move from Jaipur to Bangalore or Jaipur to Bombay, my name isn't going to change. My name will remain the same. Similarly, if the object is moving from point A to point B, the object's name will remain the same. So we have selected one known and one new object. Okay. For the rest, you can find more objects in this kind of a image. So I'm just giving you an overview. So after finding and analyzing each and every square of the image set, what am I supposed to do? Now, how do I report it? I will go to the File tab. Over here, if you see the View MPC report file, I'll just click on View MPC report file. Okay. And select the whole report and click on copy. I'll just press copy and then I'll go back to my IAC homepage where, because the campaign is not running right now, I cannot show how we submit the reports. We are going to submit the reports on this particular page. Okay, so this is one way of showing how we are going to find the asteroids. And mind you, this is a real-time activity which we are doing. We are helping our scientists, we are helping our astronomers to actually protect us from the hazardous asteroids which could hit the Earth. Now, one more thing. One very unusual thing can also happen when we are analyzing the image set. Sometimes what happens is there is no known object and there is no new object. See, it is not necessary in every part of the sky you will find a known object or a new object. Sometimes it happens that there is no object moving in that particular, the image set. So what we do is I just copy my report and I go to Notepad where I paste my report. When I paste my report, I just clear all these object lines. These are the object lines. I delete them and in place of it, I write no object found. Okay, and then I copy the image, the report, and again paste it on my IASC homepage. Right? So this is the way we try to find out the asteroids using Astrometrica. Similarly, there is one more, one more platform called as Zooniverse. I'll just show you. See, this is the platform where many citizen science projects are going on. I'll tell you about them just a moment later. See, one more project is active asteroids. Here also you can find the moving objects. See over here, I'll just show you how we do it. You just need to register, sign in over here and you are good to go. Like if this is the object, the question says, do you see comet-like activity such as a tail or a dust cloud coming from an object in the middle of this image? If yes, you will click on yes. If no, you'll click on no and you'll click on done. Then you will have your next image. Suppose I say yes and click on done. Wait. And this is the object should be exactly in the middle of the crosshair, and this is done. It should be a perfect object. I'll just try to show you. It's very simple. Just 2 clicks and you are done with the image. Just 2 clicks and you are done with the image. Yes or no. Yes or no. So this is one project on which you can work on asteroids. Similarly, there is one more project called as what we say Hubble Asteroids. You can find it on the Zooniverse page. This is the main page of the Zooniverse. Here you can register yourself and just start. These are the different topics on which you have the projects, the citizen science projects to be precise over here. I click on space because this is my forte and this is my passion. So I can click on Rubin comet catchers, near Earth visitors, cosmic collisions, anything of your choice, kilonova seekers, anything of your choice. Sorry. So these are the projects which you can go for. Now, if I stop sharing and just a second, I'll just okay, yeah, I need to tell you one more thing. Yeah, I'll just share one thing more, and it's really interesting. Yeah. Now, we all have heard about the DART mission carried out by NASA. Yes? Okay. Now, that DART mission hit what? It hit the moon of an asteroid. Can you imagine? An asteroid can also have a moon of its own. So the asteroid was, what was the name? How to pronounce it? Didymus, and the moonlet or the moon of the asteroid was Dimorphos. So I'll just show you a video how that thing was hit. This is the asteroid. The bigger one is the asteroid, the near one, and the far away one is the moon. So this is the actual video captured by NASA. So we had hit the spacecraft into the asteroid's moon just to find out how we can deflect it. Why do we need to deflect it? To protect our Earth from its impact, from Earth's collision. See, deflecting can be done. One way is, as we saw in the DART mission. The second could be by nukes or the nuclear, what we say, the bombardment. But hitting any asteroid by nuclear bombardment would be hazardous even to people living on Earth or to Earth itself. Why? Because, see, in case, there is never a surety whether the mission would be a success or not. In case the mission, the nuclear bomb hits the asteroid and it breaks up into pieces, and that rubble comes towards the Earth, because those rubble, the pieces of the asteroid were the part of asteroid, so their orbit is almost the same. So they will definitely hit the Earth, and now that rubble is radioactive. So it is really hard to plan to hit an asteroid by the nukes. According to many scientists, the best part would be to shift that asteroid a bit. If you even shift it for a few kilometers by the impact of anything, it could prevent we could prevent the earth to be in its orbit, so we could be safe. But for that, what is important, the important thing is that we should know it in prior like we should know it well before in time, so that we can plan out something to get ourselves safe, right? So this is a brief description what are asteroids and how our scientists are working day and night to prevent us from the impact of asteroids. And a very famous asteroid you must have all heard about is the Apophis, which is going to pass by near Earth on 13th April 2029. Mark that date. It is going to be very near to the Earth, and it's a huge asteroid. So we are fortunate enough that it is just having a flyby, but after 50 years, that means in 63 or 65, I suppose, it there is a probability that it may hit Earth. It may directly collide with the Earth. So to prevent that, we are planning, the scientists are working on it. But one more thing is that, see, Apophis has a orbit which changes occasionally. The orbit definitely changes. Earlier, it was supposed to hit the Earth in the year 2029, but now because the orbit of Apophis has changed, so there are no chances of hitting Apophis to Earth in 2029. But right now, according to the orbit in which it is moving, it may hit Earth in next 50 years. So I conclude my talk on the asteroids. I hope it was a bit knowledgeable for you all. I think so. You all are in the field of astronomy, and you all know what are asteroids and what are the basic of all these things. But reiterating all these points, I think so, makes us alert and aware of what is actually going on in this field. Thank you so much.
Thanks, ma'am, for your encouraging sessions on searching for near Earth objects. Any question? Let's take up now. Open for a question answer sessions. Yes, Srinivasan sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for a very nice demonstration of how to locate asteroids and how to identify them in the NASA website. I really enjoyed learning about that. I have not done this before, so it was new to me. My question is something very simple, and I wanted to know that do you conduct workshops for school children and college
Definitely, sir.
students?
We
You
do.
do. You do.
Yes, sir. We do.
I see. And okay, so that would be interesting because I would consider conducting a workshop for school children or college students, depending upon the case, and find a way to connect with you through our society.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
And do you find that children are enthusiastic about it and they are eager to learn?
Definitely, sir.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to show you one thing.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
just a sec. I'll just start sharing my screen.
Hmm.
I want to show you one thing, that how the children can be motivated to this kind of a to do this kind of a project.
I see.
See, if you see this, this
Yes.
is a certificate given by IASC
Okay.
on a provisional discovery. If you read out here, it's a provisional discovery. Provisional
Right.
means that first the object is identified by us, and then it is what we say the IAC tells that yes, it could be a probable asteroid, so they tell it as a preliminary discovery. Then
Okay.
after that, when they confirm that yes, it could be a probable asteroid, they
Yeah.
give it the name of provisional discovery. So there are about 6 in my name and 16 provisional discoveries in the name of Sovan sir.
I
He's
see.
a very renowned person in the field of citizen science.
Right.
So this could be what we say the motivation for the school children, that you will be getting a certificate of NASA, and slowly and steadily, with as the time passes, maybe this could be a discovery which could be an actual asteroid. So I think so. It is really easy for students to be motivated.
Okay. That's very interesting. No. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else has a question? Yes, Abhinav. Please go ahead.
Yes. Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I wanted to ask that now I am studying in class ninth.
Okay.
So, could I miss I my some friends could we just participate in this program and also be a part of this campaign?
Definitely, definitely. Why not? Why not? You can definitely connect with Mangesh sir or Bharat sir, and he can tell us, and we'll definitely come back to you for the campaign.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes,
Most welcome.
definitely in near future we will be arranging some workshops around this topic more in detail, because today it was just open the session.
Yeah, it was just an overview. When the campaign is actually running, you will come to know how do we actually download Astrometrica. Sometimes there comes an error. Sometimes how do we rectify those errors? How are we going to actually submit the report? What are the steps in detail? I'll be telling you in that particular workshop. Today it was just an overview.
So,
Yes, sir.
so I just thank you. I just wanted to know from it's purely a curiosity-driven question. How many such instructors and people are there like you in India right now who could undertake? Um,
See, sir, the person who has done IASC campaign for once can teach anyone. It's such a simple thing. So
okay, okay,
even the school students are able to do it, but
okay.
we won't recommend that. We would definitely tell the elders to do it.
Yes,
So you can connect with Sovan sir or Bharat sir for that matter, and
of
we can
course.
definitely organize a workshop for that.
Okay, very nice. Actually, it has been a very illuminating workshop for me. I mean, because I felt very excited. I wish I could be like a school student right now doing this. So, very nice to Bharat sir and Mangesh sir to organize this lecture today. It
Thank
is
you, sir.
really very nice.
So even I would like to connect with you because I am very fond of trying to do everything new in the field of astronomy. Like you said, that Professor Bandari was encouraging citizens to
Yes,
find the
yes,
rocks and
yes,
identify them. So
yes.
I would like to learn that.
Certainly, certainly.
Yeah,
Yes. Certainly, we intend actually conducting workshops for school children and interested citizens about meteorites through our society. We'll do
yeah.
that, and we will advertise through Bharat sir and Mangesh sir. We will advertise.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir. Satish, I think you have a question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, first, it was a very good demo. And the second thing, instead of waiting for any workshop or such a thing, if we can have a step by step, some sort of a one single slide or some page by which we will know the steps which to be followed for one particular site, so that we
See,
can
uh,
proceed further.
yeah, I definitely understand you and your point. Uh, Actually, we never make a presentation for the Astrometrica thing because it is so obvious for us. Like I have been doing it from since last 7 years, so it's really obvious for me to how to do it. But for newcomers, once the campaign starts, it will be starting on the 21st of this month. So I would definitely, we can definitely connect through Bharat sir, and we can definitely do that step by step procedure.
Fine, fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Satish. William, you have a question?
Yes, good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good evening.
actually, I joined little late. I'm sorry because I came across this the note very late. But the moment I saw it, I joined immediately. Okay, but from whatever I heard, it was a very nice session. Okay,
Thank you.
just wanted to know, ma'am. No, are you all is any like in India is anybody like involved in collection of meteorites and identifying meteorites? Are we into that anywhere?
Sir, I think so. Gopalan sir would be the best person to answer that.
Okay.
Uh, Actually, to answer your question in a very simple way and briefly, yes, there are many people who look at meteorites. So there are people in physical research laboratory who do that in a regular way. Geological Survey of India looks at meteorites, and there are other enthusiasts, many of them, who look at meteors, and try to collect them. So it depends upon what kind of information you are seeking. So I can elaborate further, or you can get in touch with me directly and we can discuss further. Is that does that help?
Yes, right. Yeah. Yes. In fact, with me, I have a couple of collection of meteorites, but I would like to know that like if anybody in India can do it.
Yes, certainly.
Absolutely.
I'll just tell you something. I was living in US for some time. I have with me a meteorite which fell in Maharashtra in 2012.
Okay.
Okay, not but I got it from US, not from India.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Actually, in my hand. If anybody wants to see it in my hand.
So, William, you are based out of where? Mumbai or?
No. Okay, I'm from Goa, but
I
I
see.
work I work in Mangalore,
Okay.
Okay.
Mangalore. Yeah.
I see. Hmm. Interesting.
Anybody has any other question?
Can I say something?
Yeah, Bharat sir, you want to add?
Yeah. As Mr. Williams, we have already conducted one meteorite exhibition recently on June 30th at Nehru Science Center. And we have a collection of over 600 samples, of which 24 samples are from international meteorites. And then we have for Lonar, and then we have for Shirdi. I do not know whether we can have the meteorite from recently fallen in Bede. We are looking for that meteorite. So these are the meteorites we have, and we conduct observation. Observation means analysis of these meteorites in India. So there is a possibility of learning more about meteorites, as we do have both national and international meteorites with us here in Bombay. So this is
So
what
I
I had
think so.
to, yeah, this is what I
I
would like to share with you.
So I would like to say that I think so. You should definitely conduct a workshop that how normal people or the citizens of India can try to find and locate the meteoroids, and how can they scan the sky for that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
The reason why I had to answer this, because if a meteorite which has fallen in Maharashtra, and if it is available elsewhere, it is strange that we do not get any samples from Geological Survey of India. So we find it very difficult to get meteorites from the Indian source. So this is what I had to say. And definitely, Dr. Gopalan has already told us about the meteorites, which these are all meteorites with private people. And I think it is necessary. We should have more of meteorite studies also, along with near Earth asteroids. We definitely like to have more workshops, but our constraints are we need a lot of time to prepare for a workshop. So I would definitely like all of you to give your comments and also guide us in how we can conduct these workshops all over the country. Thank you.
Definitely, sir. We are ready to help you out in any manner we can. We are there to support you, and learning is the best phase, the best part of it.
Thanks, Bharat sir. Thanks, Glenn sir. Anybody else has any other question?
Satish.
Mangesh, Satish had a query.
Yes, sir.
Satish Kukade.
No, I have already spoken. I think what I was talking about the illustrative slide and that. So I think that sign has not gone. So
I think
Ravi ji has a question
Ravi had a
actually.
question. Ravi,
Yes.
Ravi, are you there? Ravi, you are on mute. Ravi, if you are unable to speak, please type the question in chat.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my question is about the Large Synoptic Survey Telescope that has recently been launched, also called Vera Rubin Observatory. Have you heard of the Vera Rubin Observatory?
No, sir, not yet.
The Large Synoptic Survey Telescope. Is my voice coming through?
Yeah, it's there, but it's echoing.
Oh, it's echoing. Okay, 1 second. Let's see what I can do about that. Removed from meeting. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can't hear anyone for some reason. Anyway,
Go ahead, Ravi.
my question was the Large Synoptic Survey Telescope, aka Vera Rubin Observatory,
Yeah, yeah.
is discovering a hell of a lot of asteroids as well. Uh, what do you see as the future in the future? I mean, obviously, a large number of asteroids being discovered, new discoveries would also mean a large number of Earth crossers, like potentially hazardous asteroids and near Earth objects as well. Do you have any data on if there are any such detections by Vera Rubin Observatory?
So I don't have any kind of data as such, but yes, I have just recently read about the Rubin thing, and I have been trying to read it about it more. But yes, I don't have any kind of data regarding that.
All right. I think it will be a very interesting time. I mean, as far as potentially hazardous asteroids go and Earth crossers.
Yeah.
And secondly, thank you for a lovely lecture. You have definitely motivated me to join Zooniverse again because I had joined it earlier, but then I sort of lost interest. But I will definitely get back to it. And I'm guessing there will be a bigger workload now because of Vera Rubin
Yeah.
Observatory. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Ravi. has the he has a question. I think it is on page 6. I think it is hour we have covered. So if we don't have any questions, let's conclude. So Amoli ma'am, on behalf of Amateur Astronomer Bombay, we want to say thank you for sharing your time, knowledge, and insights on the rare earth objects as well as asteroid tracking. The talk was really engaging and inspiring, and we're looking forward for having more sessions from you, probably a seminar or a workshop kind of thing, so that we can do it for a specific target of audience, maybe school students or maybe people interested in this kind of background. So thank you once again for valuable contribution. We hope to see you all again. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks
Thank you, sir.
everyone for joining.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Gopalan sir, I would definitely like to connect with you.
Oh, thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Sir, yeah.